hear me okay?
Louder.
Oh, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It means so much to all of us, and I know a lot of you traveled very far. For those of you that do not know me, my name is G. I'm Lee's Matron of Honor. So all you single guys out there, I hate to break it to you, but I'm married. So this journey with Lee began 24 years ago. I was 4 years old, and I remember cruising in my Nana's silver Volvo up to San Jose, where my future best friend would be born. I remember my mom being in the room with the midwife and my dad anxiously waiting, probably even praying, for his boy to be soon delivered. Well, Lee could have fooled us. She looked like a little red, wrinkled old man when she came out, and Dad finally thought he had his boy. But to our surprise, the baby was a girl. And from then on, there was never a dull moment with Lee. And as a matter of fact, Lee, you still owe me for saving your life. Lee wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for me. For some reason, this 2-year-old decided she was ready to jump out of her crib, and there I was. I found my sister dangling by her shirt, blue in the face, foam coming out of her mouth. Let's just say we upgraded her to a big girl bed at that time. Giana always had an obsession for fruit, and Mom would have to monitor her fruit intake because changing a diaper like that wouldn't be too pretty. Well, Lee wasn't having it. My mom was cleaning the bunk beds, or behind the bunk beds, and she moved the beds, and we found a whole collection of apple ripe. This little turkey used to sneak apples to bed and toss the evidence. Ever since I can remember, Lee has looked up to me and always wanted to please her big sis. She did everything for me. So since Lee never told me no, I decided it'd be cool to be her dentist one day. Missy over here decided to be a glamour girl and put on Mom's pumps, and there she was, trotting around Nana's tile, and she fell and damaged the root of one of her front baby teeth. So I decided to wrap the tooth with dental floss and wrap it around the door handle and slam the door as fast as I could. I remember Lee screaming on the top of her lungs. Well, needless to say, the tooth was still in the socket, just twisted a little bit, and that's how she got the nickname Snaggletooth. This journey with Lee continues. While we were growing up, we didn't have a lot of extra funds for vacations. So I, being the prankster sister, decided to buy her a special lottery ticket. And boy, did I get a good laugh while watching Giana scratch off her winning lottery ticket. You should have seen the look on her face when she thought she was a big winner. I'm so mean. When Lee was 10 years old, she went through a phase where she was in love with Leonardo DiCaprio. She had pictures of him all over our room. And our parents took us to see Titanic, and Lee and I were such a mess, and Lee was so heartbroken for weeks after that. I got my first job when I was 15 and a half and was so happy to finally make my own money to go shopping. Well, since I didn't realize I was sharing my room with a little klepto, maybe I wouldn't be so eager to get a job. I remember buying new clothes, and somehow they would just disappear without a trace. And none of my sisters had any clue where they were. I thought I was going crazy until the day I caught her red-handed in my brand new jean jacket. I whipped that car around so fast and ripped her a new one. This went on for years, and to this day, if I can't find something, guess who I call? Now on to the boyfriends. I wish I could give you a lot of dirt, but the facts are, with Giana, she always has known what she wants and has never settled for less. So one day at church, we volunteered to take down Christmas decorations with a group of people, and lo and behold, Leanna found her Prince Charming. But little did we know that Seth had his eye on her for weeks prior. I could see the sparks in their eyes when they first met, and I told Leanna later that day that he would be her future husband. Lee, you are one of a kind. You are my best buddy. I can tell you anything. You listen without judging me. Thank you for supporting me when Andrew was in Iraq. You are extremely compassionate, full of life, and you have a heart of gold. You truly radiate the love of Christ. I'm so proud to be your older sister. And Seth, I want to thank you for loving Lee the way she deserves to be loved and treating her like a princess. I see the way you two giggle and are dorky and just have so much fun together. You guys have such a great friendship that I know will grow in such a wonderful marriage. Seth, I want to welcome you into our crazy family. And I have a little piece of advice to the newlyweds from a woman that has been married for 9 years. When the honeymoon phase fades away, just remember the key to a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. Oh, and I forgot, there's one last thing. Remember how I told you that Lee used to do everything for me? Well, I used to be her vocal coach, too. And she would sing to me for hours. I won't sing to you because I know you guys would all run for your lives, but I know this is exactly how Seth makes Lee feel. DJ? I get so